Miller Studio Theater at the Chicago College of Performing Arts. Before we begin tonight's performance, we would like to ask you to turn off all electronic devices. The use of cell phones for both calling and texting is extremely distracting to both the actor and other audience members. Also, photography and video recording of any kind is strictly prohibited. Please keep all limbs inside your seats, for the aisles will be used for extreme entrances and exits. Once again, thank you for joining us and enjoy the performance.
Persecuted and forgotten straight white male. You're boring, so if your mind's closed, consider this your trigger warning. So now have some laughs and enjoy our show, cause baby, this is how it's going to go. 14 women in a black box theater, walking all over our male director. You probably won't take us seriously, cause we're not performing in the O'Malley. Give us a shot. We can be funny even though we're hot. And we're pretty bad. It's all for fun. Sorry, Dad. We happen to offend you. Just know it's the truth. 14 women doing the best they can. We don't need no man. Please don't take yourself so seriously. Seriously. Are you serious?
So many nights I've spent in here, alone. Tomorrow it happens. I am to be born. I can't wait to touch everyone. I finally decided how I'm going to greet them. At first I was thinking, hello, larger humans. Hold me. But that's too desperate. Instead, I'm going with Goo Goo Gaga! It's simple. I can't wait to know if I'm a girl or boy. I hope I'm a girl, and I hope my name is Margarita. I hear my mama talk about a woman named Margarita and how she can't wait to drink her up once I'm out of her damn body. Maybe I can check now to see what it is. I know what I'm supposed to be looking for. It comes up here every now and then. I'm a boy. I have a ginormous dick. Oh wait, that's my umbilical.
Somebody give me a damn margarita!
That's my cue! It's showtime, everyone!
Hey everyone, so glad to see you all here. Some familiar faces and some new ones. Okay, now that we're all settled, I'll get us started. I'm doing all right. I've been having, good days, bad days. I'm recovering, but I have faith in myself and I have you guys, so I'll get us started. It has now been 6 months since It's 6 months since I'm sorry. I'm so apologize.
You are so strong.
Thank you guys. It has now been 6 months since I forgot my headphones that fateful morning, and I had to ride the L 45 minutes without my headphones. Yes, that's enough from me. On to you guys. Liz, would you like to talk? Oh, sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Liz, and I just recently went through this. So I went to buy myself a new binder. You know, I just wanted to treat myself with a new binder. And then when I got home, I went to take the price sticker off of it, and only the top layer came off. So there was still sticker left on the binder. And I scratched. And I scratched for hours and days on end. Damn it, there's still sticker there!
Liz, it's okay. You can calm down.
There's no need to let in anger, Liz. We shield ourselves from pain and from anger by keeping positive. Our smile is our armor, Liz. Amy, would you feel comfortable sharing?
Yeah, no, I think it'll really help.
Wonderful, Amy. Take your time.
Hi, everybody. Hello. Hi. The other day, I was going to the bathroom in a public restroom. I was taking a pee, and when I was finished, I went to the sink to wash my hands to stay sanitary, and when I leaned up against the sink, I got water on my pants on the crotch. Everyone thought that I peed myself.
Thank you, Amy, for bearing yourself like this.
I'm sorry, but what? Is that really it? I just feel like you guys should know to let the little stuff brush you by when you're dealing with cancer.
Cancer? What is wrong with you? Do we look like we have cancer?
No, you don't. So what is this then?
It's a support group
For what?
for people dealing with really tough issues.
Like cancer?
I founded the Survivors of Minor Inconveniences of Oak Park 6 years ago to help people like myself, like us. And if you don't like that, I think you should leave.
Okay, fine. I'm leaving because I'm actually dealing with real problems, like cancer. I have cancer, and you had wet pants last week.
The lack of empathy
like you get so
sounds
sensitive.
Sensitive.
I thought it was a pull when it was really a push.
That's mean. Do you want to stay in the game, Anna, or are you a quitter? Do you want to sit on the ground next to your loser friend, Jenny? Or do you want to man up and play the game? Simon says to say it. You got out, loser. Oh, good. Now Simon says to tell her she has no friends. No! Listen, this is a game, and life is a game. Here, mommies and daddies have bosses, don't they? And they have to listen to what their bosses say, or else they'll get fired. And if they're fired, they can't pay for food or clothes or toys or a house. So then you'd be homeless and dirty and stupid, and no one would want to be your friend, especially not me. You'd be like dirt on the street. Do you want to be like dirt on the street? Or do you want to play the goddamn game? I don't want to be homeless. You have friends! Now Simon says give me all of your lunch money. I'm not dirt! Oh, I love reject. Okay. Simon says kick Jenny! Kill anyone who doesn't look like you! Well, it's not my fault. I didn't say Simon Says. So, I grew up in a small town in Ohio of about 4,000 homophobes. People. But apparently they're just mad against incest? Let me do the math for you. There are about 4 major families that make up the entirety of Johnstown, Ohio. And 85% of people that grow up there marry someone else from Johnstown and have children. So in 4th grade, I had a crush on this kid named Jason Carter. You know, we chased each other at recess. He even semi-stabbed me with a pencil one time. Little 9-year-old me thought it was true love. Then one day, I was having a conversation with my lovely Grandma Jackie, and she mentioned something about my cousin named Jason Carter. At least he's not gay, am I right?
Hi, we are the improv duo formerly known as CCP Gay, but we're changing our names.
We're gonna do some improv. Can we get a suggestion of anything you've ever heard of ever?
Sure.
I've heard of that. Don't you just love the way the sea hits the shore? Sure. I'm just dipping my toes in the water.
Yeah.
Letting it flap up onto my legs.
Yeah. If you want to relax a little more, here, I'll give you a massage.
No.
Claire! What? I'm sorry, there's been a change of plans tonight.
We were going to do some comedy, but now we need to get a little serious.
Claire and I have something to tell you all.
The past few weeks have been difficult. We've been going through some changes.
Claire and I finally went to therapy this week.
Tati and I are no longer gay.
That's right. And we want to share our experience with you.
And warn you about the dangers of being gay.
Because it is a choice.
And you don't have to live like this if you don't want to.
A life filled with shame,
Dishonor.
disgust,
Scissoring.
all things to our well-being.
We have healed our souls with the power of heterosexuality.
We are now able to live freely and clearly.
We have found the straight road and we are never going back.
We are now able to live a life of peace,
Harmony.
love.
The missionary position.
We love it with our new boyfriends,
Men!
with penises.
A lot of people have asked us if we miss anything about being
And
gay.
truly, there is no better feeling than being with a man.
There's not a single thing I miss.
No, nothing.
No.
0 things.
No.
Hell no.
No, why would I? There is nothing special about women.
Yeah, I don't miss their long, beautiful hair,
Their cute flannels,
or their sweet smile,
their illustrious
or
eyes,
their clean ducts,
or the boobs,
or their firm
or their
asses.
scissoring. No! We've changed our minds again!
Brienne Robbins, Amber Bartlett, Tatiana Sampson.
It feels like just yesterday.
And you were all sitting right over there. I see you. I am proud of you. Communities. Individual. 2 words. Be good people. Before you know it, it'll be your 10-year reunion.
Jenna, thank you so much for inviting me to this 10-year acting major reunion. I just always felt so close with you acting majors.
Absolutely, Rachel. We're all actors.
Oh, we are. Hi, when did you move back to Georgia?
Yeah, I started my own film company. I'm really affecting the community.
How's that going?
It's going really well,
Yeah.
but I don't do it for me.
Oh, no.
No, I do it for the children.
There are children out there. Oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm crying. That's okay. Hey, guys. Drew, what's up?
Is Jenna crying? Nothing really has changed.
I mean, neither with you. You look just as good as ever.
Oh, well, I'm teaching yoga 8 times a day, 4 days a week. To the homeless. I don't do it.
And I look into the eyes of someone who is
so miserable. And I... Sorry. It's just that I'm making such a difference.
Drew was just telling us about the beautiful, beautiful work she's doing.
Well, Jenna too. Jenna's changing lives.
Well, we did go to a social justice university. We did, right. I think that's really six of you. I mean, it's not just the racism and homophobia that's bad, but also the small microaggressions minorities suffer every day are things that us as white people really need to be more conscious of. What's up, bitches?
We'll take 4 glasses of Pinot Noir, please.
What?
Catering, right?
Oh my God. Are you here for the reunion?
Very funny, guys.
Oh my God, wait, no,
Don't tell me.
Bree.
Bree! Ah, it's so good to see you!
That's not my name.
That's okay! A sister!
What have you been up to?
I'm sorry, did you guys just call me Bree?
No, of course not, because that's not your name.
Ladies! Hey, girl! I'm about to open some wine.
Yes.
Tati, do you want some?
What?
Do you want some wine,
No, I
Tati?
heard you. Wait. Did you actually think I was Tati?
We look nothing alike.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say nothing.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are all, short.
Tati's way taller than me.
Not really by that much. Like, if I were to
Tati isn't even here.
I'm
Wait.
No, actually, I was confused.
No, that would
Oh
be
my God, I
racist.
didn't see
I would not do that.
We went to school together. We look nothing alike.
You keep saying that, but
No, this is
Do you know how often Amber and I have to go through this?
Look, like, we're so sorry, but how can you expect us to remember what everyone in our class looked like?
There was only 22 of us.
you weren't even an acting major, Rachel.
That's discrimination?
Okay, all right, look, we're sorry.
How about we just get blacked out drunk like we used to in the old days?
Oh, Jenna, you can't say blackout anymore. That's racist.
You guys are racist.
No.
I'm Hispanic native.
Me, I'm black. Tati! Oh my God, I'm so racist. I am so sorry.
Wow, a lot's changed in 10 years. Well, just the same old bullshit.
So, I've been confused about my identity since the moment I was born. I exited the womb with a full head of hair and 4 teeth. So naturally, yeah, my first thought was, am I the spawn of Satan? But I got more confused as time went on because I took this anecdote my mom told me about being switched at birth with a Spanish woman's baby as factual. And then that was made worse in kindergarten when I received my very first role as the small Spanish boy in the Jungle Book. But I was still determined to find myself, and I decided to do so through impressions. So in 4th grade, I landed on the late and great Stephen Hawking. But 4th grade me was bold. I mean, rolly chair, robot voice, little hand and all. I served detention for several weeks, and rightfully so. I also learned the definition of the word insensitive. But I didn't stop there. Still determined to find myself, I convinced my mom to take me on an audition for a big Broadway show. So she took me, and off we went to a big Broadway audition for a huge Disney musical. An audition for The Lion King. Shortly after we left, we realized we should not have even been there in the first place. But on our way out, we were stopped by someone doing auditions for The Little Prince, and they asked me to stay and sing for the chorus, so I happily did. The panel asked me what my vocal range was, to which I confidently replied, I am an altoid. The panel burst out laughing and I burst out crying. But then I realized I'd been trying so hard to tell stories that weren't mine. I mean, I could not tell the story of a paraplegic genius, or that of an African family of animals, or even that of a little French prince looking for love. But I could tell the untold, groundbreaking story of a white woman.
Hey Broadway fans, I've got Kelly here to give us some of her Broadway secrets. First up, go-to songs and monologues.
Well, because because I'm racially ambiguous. I tend to use I'm here from the color purple, and my best monologue is from Fences.
Incredible versatility. So, what's next for you?
Well, I just booked West Side Story. I'll be playing Maria.
Iconic.
I think the message of the show is so important that the course of true love never did run smooth. For Puerto Ricans as well as regular people.
Speaking of ethnicity.
Oh, no. Don't worry. I've been learning Espanol on Duolingo and also been practicing my accent with a dialects coach to make it as realistic as possible. We don't want anyone being taken out of the world of the play.
Care to share?
Te quiero, Tony! I feel bonita.
Wow, almost unrecognizable.
The production team has been incredible. They're even paying for my spray tanning sessions, my perms, and my butt implants. I've also decided to go method. I'll be living on food stamps for a month.
Inspiring.
Thank you.
So, what was your first musical ever?
Oh God, back in high school, I was in Hairspray. I played Motormouth Mabel, the role I almost became famous. It was really difficult connecting with that character at first because of the obvious difference being the age. Once I sang that song. The night is black as my skin. And I became her. I was her. Weed and all. Talk about a controversial production.
Tell us more about that.
Well, the school board wasn't comfortable with all of the sexual content, so they canceled the show. The cast got together and protested. It honestly felt like we were part of our own civil rights movement today.
Well, I'm touched. It looks like it's almost places. What do you have to say to all your fans out here today?
Always do what you think is right. We act to change the world. We act to tell other people's stories. So tell them.
Well, there you have it. Thanks so much for your time, and I hope you enjoyed our backstage interview here at Miss Saigon on Broadway.
Or should I say, sayonara.
So I'm just going to come right out and say it because at this point in the show you probably realized it too. Women are smarter than men. They just are. The dumbest girl that I know, she's still smarter than the smartest man that I know. And the dumbest girl that I know once saw me eating a grapefruit and she said, "Can I have a bite of your eggplant?" But you want to know how I know? Yeah. You want to know how I know women are smarter than men? It's because women read their porn. Women literally do read their porn. Every middle-aged woman that I've ever known has some designated spot in her bedroom where she keeps a minimum of 4 paperback erotic novels with like a pair of red slinky heels on the cover. And we need this. We need these pages and pages of foreplay. Men, they don't even take the time to type what they're looking for into their laptops. They're just like, P-U-S, and then Google does the rest. we increase our comprehension skills and our learning capacity to get off. Then I say you should try it, but can you even read?
Oh, Clarice! Have you met our daughter, May?
Oh, precious, I'd love to talk to the little darling.
May, come out here and introduce yourself to our friends.
Hello, everyone. I hope that you're finding our home to your liking and having a marvelous night.
Oh, my marvelous. Did you hear that? And how did you come to learn such big words?
I know such large words because I'm quite an avid reader, what is called a bibliophile.
She is absolutely amazing. You ought to be very proud.
Oh, we are. Why don't you go read at Mommy and Daddy's room for a little while? Let the adults talk.
Oh, Winston! Have you met May?
Why, I can't say that I have.
Oh, sweetie, come out here again and join friends. What a star you are.
May, why don't you introduce yourself to Winston?
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Winston. You are looking rather horny tonight.
What a funny little girl.
Oh, yes. I've been told I'm very amusing, and I can tell by your throbbing bulge that you're excited to be here.
Wait, what?
I was just pointing out that his member seems to be growing erect, and you, Mommy, are very flushed and panting with anticipation.
Wait, what? What is wrong with your kid?
I read it in a book, and this one, I found it in your room.
The little shit got my copy of 50 Shades.
It was prominently displayed in your boudoir.
How far did you get?
I got to the part where he ties her up and rubs his hot cock up and down her dripping womanhood.
May. You can't read Mommy's books. They're for adults only. Now, go to your room and read one of your own books.
Yes, Daddy, I'm terribly contrite. I've been a very, very naughty little slut.
So I feel like everybody has a tragic flaw, or at least I know I do. I have several. And my number one tragic flaw is that I'm really clumsy. And it's my most tragic flaw because it's not really that tragic, it's more just unfortunate. And my body just can't physically handle it when there is a cup of liquid near it. Like, I just like freak out and have this paranormal pull to like knock it over and launch all of the liquid spill all over the floor. And sometimes it's okay. Sometimes it helps me get out of weird situations, but sometimes it's really bad. Like this one time at work, I had this huge tray full of various breakfast items. And this customer decided to push their suitcase out right in front of me as I walked by. And I hit it and I tripped, and then time like slowed down for like 30 seconds, and then the dishes were all over the floor, and there was food all over me, and I immediately started to cry. And then I was ushered to the back to cry by myself. But hey, if you feel bad for me, just know that my tragic flaw helped me get $50 extra in pity tips that day, and so can yours.
So we've been hitting a lot of really hard issues, and that's great. But there's one big one that we've missed, and it transcends boundaries of race, social class, ethnicity, age, gender. And I'm gonna bring it up to you in a song. I've had 3 different jobs since I was 16. Went from Build-A-Bear to a bagel deli. I like my coworkers, but boy, we're doing some BS some days. I don't mean to complain, but food service sucks, and I hate the way I have to act like cursing me out is okay. Besides, you weren't the first, my God. My mom had this. I don't have enough money for this shit. I get paid $11 for each hour of the workday. I make sandwiches, wash dishes, sweep away. So if you're gonna yell about your order today, please bug someone who's paid more than minimum wage. I don't want to complain, but food service sucks. The way I smell like cheese and bagels the rest of the day. A $600 order with no tip. God, baby boomers, the little shits. I'm grateful for my job because I'm waist deep in debt. The people are rude as hell, and I can't quit yet. If my morals would let me, I'd be on seeking arrangements, searching for a way older guy to take care of my financial aid payments. Until then, food service sucks, and I hate the way guys hit on me, and I can't run away. Yes, I do. Come here often, shut the lips, and get to walking. I lost 3 brain cells from this chat.
Amber, get back to work.
What I meant to say, having this day.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
I know you do. How about that?
Sure.
Yeah, I know you like that. Oh.
I think I know what I like.
Okay. How about that?
Okay, alright. So, scratching the itch is just a saying.
More fingers.
Different.
holes.
No, okay, alright. I didn't want to have to do this, but I feel bad for your past, present, and future partners, so here we go.
Hello.
Holy shit, did your Fitbit just talk?
Yeah, she'll help you out.
Locating the clitoris.
What's that?
Exactly.
Has this ever happened to you? He's cute, but not cute enough to fake it. Introducing Download this app on your Fitbit, and it'll learn what you need so you can sit next to.
Up a bit.
Oh.
Slower.
Okay.
Faster. Faster.
Okay.
Oh,
Thanks, Clippet.
Can I get one of these?
Are you looking for a fun, safe, educational new toy for your child? Look no further. Introducing the hottest new toy on the market, the Fun Gun. At an affordable price, the Fun Gun is a perfect gift. Modeled after the real thing, each gun includes a set of bullets and a silencer. Not to mention, they really work. Lifelike looks, death-like results. Rated E for everyone. Start 'em young with the Fun Gun. Fun Gun can be found at all major retailers for a low price of $9.99. Fun Gun Incorporated is not responsible for any death or cause of injury. After all, guns don't kill people, people kill people. Fun Gun. Fun for the whole family. They're killer.
Yeah, we were unstoppable.
Yeah,
last
we were,
night.
but Justin, I'm sorry your dad didn't make it to the game. That bites.
Oh, yeah, I don't care. Won't see me crying about it.
I represent the weight. The weight of every man in your family who emotionally neglected you and told you to man up when all you ever needed was a hug.
Yeah, bro, sorry about Katie dumping you.
Whatever, man. Her ass wasn't big enough anyways. I can get any chick I want.
I represent the weight. The weight of every tear you never got to shed when a woman rejected you. Toxic masculinity.
You won't see me crying about it.
But you can. Just let it out.
Yeah, bro, I don't care.
But you really do. You wish you could just write it down in a journal and let it out. Just feel it. One tear. Just one.
Champions. No pain, no gain. Just let it out.
We are champions. Feel the burn.
Sit down! Claire, down! What are you doing? Lights up, please.
Was making a very poignant comedy sketch.
Oh, come on. We haven't been painting men in the best light tonight, okay? But this is just too far. We can't tell men to be more vulnerable. We don't know what it's like to be a man. That would be like if a bunch of men sat around legislating what we can and can't do with our bodies. And wrong. So please, apologize to all the men out
Don't take it seriously.
All right, welcome to Matchmaker. I am your host, Jet, and today we're going to help our lovely bachelor, Kyle, find a introduce yourself to the audience.
Sure. I love the 3 G's. Guns. Ganja. Angina.
Now, introduce our bachelorettes. This is Monica. Monica, can you introduce
introduce yourself to the audience?
Yes, I can. My name is Monica Glendow. I have 4 art studios in this city. I have 4 degrees as well in philosophy, art history, fashion, and aesthetics.
She also has a really deep, dark secret. Does anybody have a deep, dark secret for Monica?
Father.
What?
Father.
Father. A deep, dark secret with your father?
Well, my father is actually my deep, dark secret. Yes, I claim to have killed him and made my life's work off of his death, but he's still alive. I'm sorry.
Bachelorette number 2. This is Jamie. Jamie, can you introduce yourself to the audience?
Yeah, me and Chet go way back. This is my seventh time.
We're still on the show.
We're still working on it. Yeah, I'm a Sagittarius and I have a pet turtle.
She also has a really weird occupation. Does anybody have an occupation for Jamie?
Foot doctor.
Foot doctor.
I think the term is podiatrist. See me after.
Bachelor number 3. This is Kelly. Kelly, can you introduce yourself to the audience?
Hello, my name is Australia. I love the beach, kids, cheddar cheese. Oh, and my uncle is Steve Irwin.
She also has a crazy obsession. Does anybody have a crazy obsession? Pickles!
I also have a little bit of an obsession. I'm from Australia, so we like weird things like Vegemite. I go on Instagram, love pickles.
Dill or sweet or spicy?
Anything the regular cucumber shaped.
This is the part of the show where we're going to ask the audience for a typical dating show question to help our bachelor, Kyle, find the love of his life. Does anybody have a good dating question?
Favorite first date place?
Favorite first
Location.
date place location? Monica?
I'd have to say my art studio. I have this moment in my art studio every evening where we improvise with our bodies, and I just feel like we could do that.
Yeah. Bachelorette number 2?
Yeah, so my office is right above a strip mall that has a DSW and a Payless. You look to be about a size 11, so... You mean actor? I mean Kyle.
Bachelorette number 3?
Well, like I said, I love kids. So in my spare time, I like to read to them, especially my favorite book, Arthur in a Pickle. So I think it'd be nice for us to read to the kids, but it's also a quiet place to hide amongst the books, if you know what I mean.
Kyle, it looks like we have enough time in this episode for you to ask one question.
Okay.
Think wisely.
Okay. If you could pick any place to bang, where would you bang?
Bachelor number 3, if you could bang anywhere, where would you bang?
Well, I heard there's a cafeteria here. You could be the pickle and I could be the dill.
Bachelorette number 2. Wait! Bachelorette number 2.
On the beach, barefoot.
Bachelorette number 1.
Well, my father isn't here, so I think we could do it here. Now,
All right.
in this theater, make art here, together.
I'm exotic.
I'm an artist. I'm a freaky.
Kyle, who do you choose? The suspense is killing me. All three. And an all-expense-paid trip to Kentucky.
Hey, Professor, I have
proof? Did you go to the doctor? And this doctor, how do I know I can trust her?
I mean, she's a doctor.
Well, how did you get sick anyway? Did you wash your hands thoroughly throughout the day? Did you do the vampire cough?
I don't really know how I got sick. It's not like I was asking.
Well,
to get
weren't
sick.
you? What were you wearing? Did you wear a coat out in the cold? That'll get you sick, you know.
I did, actually. I did
Hey,
wear a
watch
coat,
the attitude. I'm just trying to get a clear picture here. I've got students all day telling me they got sick when they did it. You all cry wolf, and...
Well, all right. Well, I actually am
Well, were there
sick.
any drugs or alcohol involved? That can aggravate an oncoming cold.
No, Jesus, no, I didn't take
Well, when you thought
drugs.
you were getting sick, did you do anything to prevent it? Did you take vitamins and airborne? Did you use hand sanitizer?
No, okay, by the time I realized I was getting sick, it was too late to
There
take
you
it
have it.
airborne.
You wanted it. You wanted to get sick. You wanted to get out of class for the day.
No, I didn't. There's a virus going around. Like
Hey, don't blame the virus for doing what it's supposed to be doing. Germs will be germs.
Okay, I'm sorry I missed your class. It won't happen again.
Fine, take a seat. Class starts in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a tissue because I'm sick, so.
Hey, can you get me one too?
Oh yeah, me too.
Ooh, me too.
Oh, me too.
Me too.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, let's get right to it. Does everybody have a copy of our business to consumer demographics? Clearly, our e-commerce sector hasn't been focusing on the analytics of our direct marketing strategies because customer loyalty is down. Our projections are coming in short. Do I need to remind you, men, of what our aim is for the quarter? What is our goal, men? To get laid! Thank you. We'll begin with social media, starting with Tinder. We should try to sound intelligent. Why? Because it will get her wet.
So will this. Hey, are you around this enclosure? Because I would love to drop a kid inside of you.
Well, not gonna work.
Terrible,
Terrible.
terrible. Chicks love poetry. People build homes, birds build nests. You have big, beautiful breasts.
I tried that.
Good words. Hey, how about just, hey, down the fuck?
Dearly beloved, today is a sad day. But you're in the presence of others who have known and survived what you have. Our lives have all been touched by these Tinder pickup lines. But we swipe them left into the earth and hope to never hear these words again. Now please, step forward and share your pains. But I will warn the congregation, these are real words, written by real men, and received by real women. Yes, we, the cast of Are You Serious, have actually received these messages on Tinder. And they may shock you.
Are you my appendix? Because I don't really understand how you work, but this strange feeling in my stomach makes me really want to take you out. Leave.
I want to paint you green and spank you like a disobedient avocado.
You're a smoke show. Are you sure you don't secretly have a dick or something?
John.
Can you swallow these nuts?
Andrew.
Are your legs Nutella?
Because I'd love to spread them. Patrick.
If your left leg was lunch and your right leg was dinner, I would definitely snack between meals.
Jimmy.
How many lobsters do you think I can fit in my anus? Enrique! I want to walk in on you while you're playing with yourself.
Moaning with your eyes shut until you notice me standing there. Did I say you're playing with yourself? No. And now you're going to regret it. I pick you
Sup? Matt.
Oh my gosh, what's her name? Her? Don't just assume. And their name is Dog.
Oh, well, isn't he a little rascal?
Dog prefers the pronoun they. Damn, that is one cute bitch. They! Nah, I was talking about you. Is that supposed to be flattering, lady? They!
I'll be right back with those mimosas. So, how are my brunch BFFs?
Good. My Katie has been drowning in homework, but she's just received some early acceptances into some Ivy League, so her dedication is paying off.
That is great, Karen! My Alex has been acing all of his honors classes. Again!
That's wonderful, Janine. I'm delighted because my Curtis just got released from prison for that ridiculous sex charge. Well, and he started his own film company.
Oh, that's great, Brandon. What kind of film?
Oh, adult films. You know, those adult videos.
So, Heather, how are your children doing?
Oh, you know, Jenny and Jamie are doing fine. Although middle school's been kind of tough
You
on
know,
them.
they're surprisingly good, Curtis's movies. I've seen every single one of them, and he's turned out to be quite the shower and the grower, if you know what I mean. I almost forgot to mention. A soccer scout from Stanford told Katie they want her on the team. How exciting!
Wow, Brandon, that's fabulous.
Well, Curtis was more of a swimmer himself. God, did I love watching him in that tight Speedo. You could always see the outline of his dick. What were you saying?
Oh, it's just that Jamie, your team, you're doing all right. I mean, preteens can be so ruthless.
I agree! I mean, Alex hated
Oh,
middle
Curtis! Curtis loved middle school. I remember that was the first time I walked in on him going, God, those were the days? Oh, I still have his first cum sock.
Ma'am, I'm terribly sorry, but I'm gonna have to ask you to put that away.
What is your
For those of you who don't have a detailed history in the last 20 years of my life, I was born and raised in a church. Now that's right, I'm a PK. For those of you who don't know Bible lingo, that means pastor's kid. You can find it in Genesis. But anyways, growing up as a PK is really goddamn hard, especially when you like to sin, and let me tell you, I love to sin. Not only did I go skinny dipping at family Bible retreat, but I also got mono from my first kiss. I mean, how Old Testament is that? I guess you could say I put the hoe in holy, but you know, recently I figured out that I've been shielded from a lot of things in the church. Like, I had no idea that everybody's hungover in service on Sunday, but I guess it makes sense. I mean, first they feed you carbs. And then communion wine. I mean, the best cure to a hangover is to keep drinking, right? A little hair of the God.
Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so.
Who's excited for family Bible retreat?
No one.
I know you are, honey. I'm trying to connect with the kids like the book says. Sorry.
Randy has to pee.
Oh my gosh, Mandy, how did you know I had to pee?
Because I have to pee.
Do we have the same bladder?
Duh, we're twins. We have the same organ.
There's no time for peeing, all right? We gotta get there first. The first family to get there gets the cabin with Pastor Phil. And the Millers beat us last year, and the year before that.
The wolves come at high noon. We must return home now.
Why would we return home now, son? We would miss all of the fun.
I have an idea of how to pass the time. A group sing-along.
Oh, we can do 99 bottles of beer on the wall.
Who told you about that?
About beer? First, they let the gays use the bathrooms, and now they are teaching our children about alcohol.
Gays using bathrooms.
They think they are.
You know what? Let's change it to 99 bottles of communion wine.
Oh, how about 99 sips of Jesus on the cross?
I didn't know he drank Jesus. The red wine is his blood. Well, then what's the white wine?
Come on, everybody.
99 sips of Jesus on the cross. 99 sips of Jesus on the cross.
99 sips of the devil's blood. 99 bites of human flesh.
Brandy still has a pee.
Pray through the pee! We have to beat the Millers, okay? I want that cabin with Pastor Phil. Imagine waking up next to the pastor.
Well, I love Jesus, but I wouldn't mind stopping.
Oh, the devil speaks. He says if you drag me to Bible retreat, he'll drag you to the gates of hell.
I told you we were going on this family Bible retreat. I told you we are going to be on our best behavior and we are going to have a wonderful family-filled time, Peter!
My name is Wolfgang.
God, his hardest battles to his strongest warrior.
Write the rest off.
Money. For Slim Jims. The devil's stick.
Christopher! You'll never beat the Millers. Turn back while you still can.
You're right.
Duh, I'm gone.
Honey, we're going home!
I told you guys the God bit would work.
Nature versus nurture. I am a strong believer that where you come from has a very powerful, potent effect on who you turn out to be. Like, people from Florida need the sunshine. People from New York hate people that aren't from New York. People from Seattle just fucking hate themselves. And then people from Kansas are homosexuals. And I know this because I am from Kansas. And if the other skit didn't give it away, I'm gay. Now you're probably wondering, what does being from Kansas and being gay, how do they have anything to do with each other, especially with all of the other scientific data and evidence that explains gayness, like wearing too many flannels, or playing too much softball, or not having Jesus inside of you. Trust me, I see those as valid reasons, valid arguments, but my argument is pretty valid too, so welcome to my TED Talk, Kansas Made Me Gay. Number 1, ass is literally in the name. Number 2, Wizard of Oz. Is there a gayer movie? What were those munchkins munching on? Why were they going down so hard on the yellow brick road? Number 3, tornadoes. Okay, stick with me on this one. So I was born, I had it ingrained into me from birth to avoid, physically run away from anything that was long, skinny, bulbous at the end. That could destroy me. So when a guy whips it out, as he has, and says to me, I want to destroy that puss, I get a little tornado PTSD. Penis traumatic stress disorder. And fourthly, the religious aspect. So everyone in Kansas is a Christian. And let me just say, there's a reason why the word lick is in Catholic. And I'm not going to say none more about it. And lastly, a little history lesson for you. Kansas actually invented fast food. You know, the first easy way to eat out. Hello, and welcome to CCPA. We're so happy to have you and your money. But before committing to 4 years here, we'd like to give you a little taste of what we call the 7 stages of CCPA. Stage 1, first semester, freshman year. Sean Kelly is my dad! I got into Carnegie Mellon, but they lost my paperwork. I would have lead the O'Malley show if I had been in the casting pool. Let's have a look at second semester, freshman year. You didn't get invited to Emily Jacobs' party last weekend? Only me and like one other freshman did. I guess I'm just really tight with the upperclassmen. Let's move on to first semester, sophomore year. Whoa! Look at the freshmen! How embarrassing! Oh shit, the casting pool! I'm so nervous. I mean, it's not like casting matters, right? I mean, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. I don't matter. Of course you don't. Let's move on to second semester, sophomore year. Isn't she adorable? And now on to everyone's favorite, first semester, junior year. Buckle up, it's going to be a wild ride. Astrology is my life. I'm really sorry I punched you in the face last week. My moon was entangled with my rising Virgo and it really affected me. Did you hear that new sophomore transfers a Libra? Explains why I don't like him. I can't mess with Libras. They're so judgmental. Let's move along to second semester, junior year. I'm dropping out! And now, the final stage. Stage 7, senior year. Acceptance, clarity, understanding. Wow, a BFA in acting. Are you serious? I can't wait to be a waitress for the rest of my life! That was hilarious. Bunch of racists. You don't sleep at a sleepover, you dummy. Katie, truth or dare? Dare. I dare you to text Brian. Okay. I did it. Oh, gee, what did you say? The letter Q.
Allison, truth or dare?
Dara.
I dare you to lick the dog's food bowl.
OMG, and Fatty McGee.
Chloe, truth or dare? Who do you have a crush on?
You guys, I'm kind of nervous to say. It's just us. Okay, it's your dad.
You have a chance. My mom said he's a total pervert!
Let's see. Truth or Dara?
Dare!
I dare you to take this Ouija board and summon Satan.
You're so popular!
Why do you ruin everything?
Yeah, you. Nobody.
I'm gonna tell everyone you're a virgin!
No, I have to play with my cousin.
You want to see steak matchup? Let's do it! 5,
Did she just summon Satan and die?
Oh, I was just kidding. So funny story. I was talking with our director, Jeff, and I was like, hey, Jeff, so I need to look good in this show so my parents don't think that they're wasting their money. And he was like, okay, Bailey, well, that's not my problem. And so I wrote this song, and my parents aren't here right now because they're selfish dicks, but this will be a nice little practice run for when they're actually here. All right, Rachel. The song is pretty incredible. Bailey is a creative genius. I know that didn't rhyme, but these are phrases that I need my parents to believe. I'm so talented, yeah, I'm so talented. I'm better than everyone else here. If you doubt me, you're probably wrong. I just need my parents to hear this song, 'cause I'm so talented, yeah, I'm so talented. Introducing my backup singers, what's her face? I don't care. I'm so talented. I'm so talented. I'm better than everyone else here. I'm so talented. Yeah, I'm so talented. Better than everyone else here. Okay, go on the stage. We're on stage. Size army. Let's go, 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 go. Come on, go. All right, Rachel. My parents think I'm in a main stage show, or are they in for a surprise? Yeah, it costs a lot for me to go here, but oh well, who needs to retire? I'm Stop! Bree, get down! Get down! Sorry. Listen, okay, I know I told you guys you could be in this number, but I'm a little pissed because you're actually good at this, and you're embarrassing me, so please get off the stage.
Please say.
Don't talk back to me,
My
boy!
hands are
Scram! Tap away, bitch! Anyways, now time for some quality singing. It's kind of hard being on top. Everyone's expecting so much. I just want everyone to be obsessed with me. Why is that so hard? And now a voluntary message from our lovely director, Jeff Christian. Jeff? Yeah, if you don't say this, I'm going to tell everyone what you Googled 2 a.m. December 17th, 2017.
Bailey Kearns is the most talented person I've ever had the pleasure to work with.
Thank you, Jeff, so much. That was awesome. All right, Rachel. Everybody, come on now. Bailey's so talented. Yeah, Bailey's so talented. Okay, stop. Listen, you're coming on my beautiful voice, and you all sound like shit. Especially you. Rachel, hands back on the goddamn piano! We are so excited that you finally agreed to do this threesome with us, Casey. Yeah, seriously, it really means a lot to the both of us that you're here. Well, what are friends for? So I guess let's get down and dirty right now. No. Me and Andrea have something kind of specific that we wanted to try.
We just came back from a long, romantic vacation to Wisconsin, and now we have this little fantasy that we're just dying to try. This isn't your average run-of-the-mill threesome.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm down for whatever. Oh, okay, then I'll be right back.
This is just something Emma has been wanting to try for forever now, so just letting you know it's not very conventional, so be prepared.
This isn't exactly my first rodeo.
Perfect. I just don't want you to be too freaked out or anything. Emma has been over the moon with excitement to finally do this.
I'm seriously down for whatever. It's gonna be great.
I can't wait.
Does this put you in the come over here and milk me. Milk me so hard.
You know I'm all over those sexy little udders.
Miss McDonald.
Fun? Casey? Aren't you gonna join us? We can't have a threesome with just two people. I mean one person and their sexy little cow sluts. Listen, Casey, Emma means everything to me. And you said you were down for whatever, so. Can you please just do this for me? Just go over there and make her feel good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, Casey, it took me to a whole other world.
Time's up! Hashtag March for our lives!
I have a venti white mocha for.
Hashtag say her name!
And then a venti caramel for.
Hashtag I'm with her! Hey baby, nice ass! Hashtag me too!
This is whole milk.